The Godfather of Harlem, Season 2, Episode 6, The Ballot or the Bullet. We have Chin Gigante is playing insane because the feds are coming at them and he already knows what's going on. So he's playing crazy. And Agent Morgan, Robert Morgan, comes back again to get Chin Gigante to put him in prison. And at the same time, he was asking where his lawyer was. The Jewish lawyer comes just in the nick of time to basically say that Mr. Gigante is not mentally incompetent. He has to go to a psychiatric facility to be evaluated. And he goes there, and Chin talks to his lawyer and tells him to keep playing crazy so that he can stay out of jail. That he needs to lean on some of his informants from the FBI that he has on the payroll that he has in his pocket to find out some more things that's going on. Then you have the Freedom Riders are missing Cheney, Goodman, and Schwarmer. And Adam Clayton Powell is doing a renowned speech in the pulpit about these men being missing in Mississippi. And he's speaking to the congregation, he's speaking to the world. At the same time this is going on, Bumpy and Malcolm in the diner are talking about this. And Bumpy says that he wants to do something because he was the one that gave the monetary donation for those freedom fighters to go to Mississippi. And Malcolm said that was a suicide mission. They should have had guns. They came there with pamphlets. They should have came there with being armed with guns. And Bumpy said, I could do something about it. He said, brother, I know, but your means might be out there, but yeah. And he said, remember when I told you before, when the gangster becomes more involved into what's going on in the community? He said, yes. He said, that becomes America's worst nightmare. Brother, you're becoming more political. So he talks, Bumpy talks to his wife, Mamie, at the house, saying that he wants to do something. He wants to go to Mississippi with his men to go there and find out those Klansmen that killed the Freedom Riders, or to find their bodies or something. She tells him, no, it's not a good move because J. Edgar Hoover and the FBI are all over this thing. And if you get involved, you're going to create more problems for yourself. At the same time, he gets arrested, and Chin Gigante is being arrested, like I said, and went to they put him in the sanitarium, and they put Bumpy in jail. Agent Robert Morgan is trying to appeal to Bumpy by trying to get him to snitch by talking about him being Jewish, and the Jews and blacks have a similar story about oppression, historical oppression and bigotry, and he's trying to appeal to Bumpy, and Bumpy's not budging. He's not going to snitch. So Bumpy, when he gets out, he gets the lawyer, the same lawyer that Chin Gigante got, the Jewish lawyer, and he said that appeals to Chin Gigante's that they can work something out, and they're going to try to find the persons that kidnapped the Freedom Riders in Mississippi, which also killed them. And so he gets his wife to go to Adam Clayton Powell ask for a favor, and she, he's not so prone to do it, but then he budges. He said, let me look for that file. And he puts the file on the desk and looks around like he basically just let her act like he didn't know what was going on so she could throw the file in her pocketbook. And she gives it to Bumpy, and Bumpy goes to do the research and finds out that the Klans were the ones that killed these men to people that are trying to register people to vote. And they were also part of the police department. So he had to get a guy in there that is Caucasian to go in there and do the deed. So he gets Chinchigante's lawyer and gives him a $5,000 retainer to appeal to Chinchigante. They can work something again. And it seems like Bumpy and Chin are back at it again. They back team up after what happened last episode. You would think they would not be trying to work with each other, but yeah, they are. So I guess the lawyer goes to Chin and talks about what the plan is in the letter, but Bumpy gets to him. So he gets his best guy, which is Ernie. And it's like, wow, Ernie is going to go there to fight the Klan. Ernie killed his cousin last episode, but this episode he gets some kind of redemption. He goes there and tells Bumpy and Scherzen that he can find out, and he has no love for the Nazis or the Klan. They all the same to him. So he tells him to do what you do. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. So Ernie goes there and finds these Klansmen going to a bar and gets right behind and gets them and ties them up to a tree. And he puts gasoline on them. And he said, I want to know where the Freedom Riders are, dead or alive bodies, where they at. And one of them said, I'm not going to tell you nothing. You ain't going to get nothing from me. So he lights a flame and burns that guy up. Oh, God. It's like, whoa. And the other guy's looking at the other guy burning up. And he's like, okay, I guess I'm going to tell you what's going on. So then the news report shows that they find the bodies. The informant tells them where the bodies are. And they find out there's an informant that's in the French Connection. Because first we thought it was the brother. That was the one, but it's the brother and the white guy. And so Bumpy goes to the French Connection people. And he said, your guy lied, so you go kill your guy. So he gets the gun and pulls it on the brother, but then Bumpy pulls the gun and shoots the white one. He's like, he was the rat the whole time. He was making a deal with the FBI, and he was willing to kill you to save his own neck. He said, I want you to work for me now. And then he look at that Chance and the other guy like, I better go ahead and do this because they might. And if he crosses them, you know what's going to happen to him. So he's going to have to work with them. And then Bumpy talks to his wife and he said, we found the informant, but there might be others. And the other informant we found out was Chinchigante's daughter, Stella, talking to Robert Morgan, Agent Morgan. And she said, don't you ever call me back ever again. Hangs the phone up on him. So, whoa, this was an intense episode. But then we also have Malcolm does his speech, the Ballot or the Bullet, and he imparts about the Democrats and Republicans are two sides of the same coin. And every year we vote. They want you to go Republican or Democrat. And he said that first, that he is a black man and he supports black nationalism. But just because he supports black nationalism doesn't mean that he's anti-white. He wants equality for all people, all races of people. He imparted in the speech that he was talking on this radio thing. And yeah, so this was a very powerful, intense episode. I thought this was supposed to be at least 4 more episodes of this season. I don't know what's going on. So this is the episode 6. So unless somebody can tell me and there's going to be they're going to have these other episodes soon or later on, I don't know. But so this is episode 6, but this was intense. It's a great Ernie got some redemption in this episode. And we found that Stella was the rat also too, along with the French guy from the pipeline with the Marcellus French connection with the drug pipeline. So yeah, and there could be other snitches too. But yeah. So this was an interesting episode. Until next time, everybody take care and have a nice day. Thank you.